Just a quick one, guys, before we get into today's video. We have released our brand new summer drop that includes some new and exciting designs, including our Arne Slot t-shirt, European Royalty t-shirt, Trophy Wall tee and others. We've also introduced jumpers to our store. Do browse the new collection by going down into the link in the description or head into copyclothing.com. Anyway, let's get into today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video, as always, we are going to be bringing you up to date with all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. That includes today's headline, along with the state of play of July. At the start of a new month, I always like to go through the state of play for the month, as there's a lot of moving parts in July. So, yeah, might as well start off with that one. Yes, we are 1 month closer to the start of a new Premier League season, but first, July sees Liverpool get their pre-season underway and Arne Slot gets to work with his squad for the first time. It was a quiet June concerning any transfer activity at the club following the transition from old to new. Arne Slot is in the position and will be keeping an eye close on his international players as he works with the first wave players getting ready to head to the United States. Players will be returning at different times this month, making it every day of pre-season a valuable one for the new head coach. Here are the key dates for your diary in July. July 1st to July 5th, pre-season starts. Liverpool's first wave of players will return for pre-season in the first week of July. Those will be who are not involved in the international tournaments this summer. The likes of Mo Salah, Endo, Jones, Elliott, Kelleher, Quansah, Bradley, Tsimikas, Clark, and Fabio Carvalho are all expected to report. Despite the change in personnel, the players will be expected to undergo fitness testing with the medical staff before moving on to what Slot has planned. July 14th, Euros and Copa America conclude. The club saw 14 players called up to take part in one of the competitions this summer, and the final for both takes place on this day. The majority of the Reds will be on holiday at this stage, but it indicates when we could expect the players to return from their break, with up to 3 weeks off expected. If a player was to be involved in either the Euro or Copa America final, for example, they may not return until August 4th. July 23rd, we fly to the United States. The squad will face 3 friendlies in the United States this summer in their first visit since 2019. They play in 3 different cities. Andy Robertson and Dominic Szoboszlai will likely be on the plane after Scotland and Hungary's early exit from the Euros, but other internationals will meet the squad over there later. July 26th will be Real Betis. Slot's first game in charge, albeit friendly, sees the Reds meet La Liga side Real Betis in Pittsburgh. Kickoff will be at 12:30 a.m. British Summer Time on July 27th or 7:30 p.m. local time on July 26th. Liverpool last met Betis in a competitive fixture in 2005 when they faced off in the group stages of the Champions League. Never familiar face in the ranks as Nebelvika. July 31st, Arsenal Philadelphia. A few days later in this time to meet Arsenal at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It will be another early morning for those of us in the UK wanting to catch the match, with kickoff at 12:30 a.m. British Summer Time, August 1st, 7:30 local time on July 31st. The first of the 2 Premier League meetings this summer, but at this stage, the focus will remain on fitness and continuing to learn implement Slot's tactical demands. Other key dates, returnees, a new kit and transfers. The month of July still has plenty of other things to keep an eye out for, and what can include the launch of the 2024-2025 away kit, which is to be black and dark grey with turquoise and white for the detailing. There will be a trickle of players returning to the squad after their involvement in the tournaments. A delayed start that is not ideal when Slot had less than 50 days to prepare his team. And we ought to see some transfers, at least on the outgoing front, as loans are lined up for the youngsters and decisions are made on the direction the club want to take in the post-Jurgen Klopp era. We would not say a few first team additions though, a big month ahead. So there you go, guys, that's the sort of state of play for July. A lot of moving parts and all that kind of stuff, but we will see Liverpool in action again. Yeah, albeit friendlies, but we'll still get an idea just what they're going to be like. Now, another date for your diary, guys. Arne Slot will hold his first press conference as Liverpool head coach this week, with the Dutchman kicking off pre-season by speaking to reporters at the AXA. It has been a long wait since Slot was first announced as Jurgen Klopp's successor, with a 3-week break between the club's confirmation and his official unveiling. Even after the 45 25-year-old's first interview, another fortnight had passed with a little fanfare as he instead gets to work behind the scenes on the biggest jobs of his career. But Liverpool now have scheduled Slott's first press conference on 11 a.m. on Friday in a week when the first team squad begins pre-season. Slott will meet many of his players for the first time at the XA Training Centre, as he will be the majority of journalists who will have their first opportunity to ask questions to the head coach. It promises to be an intriguing press conference, particularly given how iconic Klopp's opening address is as Liverpool's manager proved to be. So yeah, we're going to hear a bit more from the manager a bit later on, maybe some plans, maybe some ideas, maybe some transfer updates, all these kind of stuff from the gaffer in that press conference. I might do a little live watch along if you guys want me to. Just let me know down in the comment section below. I might do that later on as we find out. Anyway, but now moving on to today's main subject, guys. Yes, basically former Everton chief Keith Wyners has claimed Liverpool's new partnership with Japan Airlines could be worth £20 million. Speaking on a recent podcast with Football Insider, the 66-year-old who served as a CEO at Goodison Park between 2004 and 2009 and now runs a football consultancy advising elite clubs, insisted he was, quote, surprised by the Reds went 5 years without an official airline partner. Liverpool announced on Tuesday that they had agreed a global multi-year partnership with Japan Airlines. No value had been announced, but the Merseysiders claim the deal will be complementing the ambitious global growth plans of both organisations by leveraging their respective strengths to grow the global footprint. Liverpool haven't had an official airline partner since the end of the agreement with Malaysia Airlines in 2019. The Reds took in a commercial revenues of £272.5 million in the 2022-2023 financial year, £25 million higher than the previous season. Wyners told Football Insider's Track podcast, he said, "I'm surprised they haven't had an airline partner for the last 5 years. Given Liverpool's strength in Asia, it seems like a no-brainer. I'm pleased to see them get this deal done. They've kept this scale of it quite quiet. I don't think it will be too big in a front-of-shirt deal. It's an interesting one. I like to see the activation process and whether there could be more friendly games in Japan in the future. A lot of this deal will come from assets in kind with tickets and other assets Liverpool take advantage of. But in terms of value, I would thought it would be around £20 million. A lot of that value will come in match tickets, visits to Japan from ex-players and other activations in the coming days. I'm sure more details will come out." So that, guys, of course, is with regards to our huge deal that we agreed early this week. And of course, former sporting director has came out and spoke about the importance of that deal and how much actually is worth in the commercial revenue for this football club. As stated, commercial revenue is massive, especially in this day and age of sort of PSR and financial fair play. It's good to be getting many sources of income coming through the door, and this, no doubt, is another big one for the football club. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on the state of play of July. If any of you guys going out to America to watch any of the games, let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's videos. Always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. And remember, we do have a brand new summer drop, guys. Arne Slot t-shirts, European royalty t-shirts. Just go shop the new collection. It's an absolute belter. Link is down in the description or go to combatclothing.com. Thank you guys and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.